Good afternoon, everyone. Or I guess that just depends on where you're at when you watch this. I wanted to show my newest purchase. I got the Pelican Catch 110R. And I've been looking at a lot of kayaks to take with me when I go four-wheeling. As you know by my videos, I got the Outlander 850, which is right there. I just have it kind of bungee corded on the side of the trailer right now, but I'll be getting the J-hook holders that go on here, and those will mount here and up here somewhere, and then I'll be able to correctly mount the kayak to the trailer. As I said, right now I just have it bungeed up there so I can pull my Jeep in. But this is a great kayak, and one of the reasons why I got this is it was already set up for a motor, trolling motor, or an outboard. And what I'm looking at doing is, if you see here, it's rated for a 2.5 horsepower. I don't know if you can see that, but it's right there. So I'm going to get the Suzuki 2.5 horsepower outboard for this. It has a built-in fuel tank. It holds like not even a gallon, but I figured, well, that would be enough, and then I could also take my Rotex gas can off, and when I go kayaking I can put a mount in here somewhere, maybe in the back here for that. The reason I got this one was, multiple reasons, but the seat is probably the biggest one. That's the seat. I just have it sitting on top of the four-wheeler right now. But you can also fold it down. Let me see if I can get in here. I got so much crap in here, guys. Sorry. You can fold the seat down and you can sit on the top and sit even higher. It's got like a pad there, a platform that sits you up higher. And the seat is, from what I've saw from reviews, it's probably one of the best seats that you can get. There you can see the model, the 110. I'm sorry, I said it's TR, it looks like. But I think that means like trolling motor ready or something. Don't quote me on that. This one, it's not a speedster, so you're not going to go out there flying like the V-bottoms, but it's a real stable kayak. You can see it came with the plugs in it too, but it came with this rubber platform, so you could basically stand up without sliding around. The 100 was pretty similar to this. It was a little bit shorter, but it didn't have this in there. The seat was not quite as good. And there were a few other things it didn't have. It didn't have this net. It had like a cargo hull box right here, but there was no bin in it. And so if you put something in there, it could go all the way back to the back. And then I'm not sure how you get that out. So that didn't make a whole lot of sense to me. I watched some videos and people complained about it. But this has got some really nice carry handles. This here is like your rod holder. So when you hook your rod in, your rod tip holder, that keeps it there. I liked the adjustable foot pegs in here. You can see those just slide. You can put them to whatever spot you want, which is going to be super helpful. This one did not come with paddles, but I ordered some paddles, some nice Pelican paddles from Tractor Supply, and they had them as cheap as anybody. They were 250 millimeter, I believe, which is recommended for fishing kayak. It has the paddle, has like a little notch on it so you can retrieve your lure if it gets hooked on something. But you can kind of see, some of the information on the tag there. It does hold 375 pounds, which is a big deal. Most of them are like 275. But yeah, it's pretty nice, and the quality of it, from what I've read, like this is a, I think they said this is a polyformed plastic in 2 pieces. This is made in Canada, and then it's mechanically welded together. You can see they have serial numbers and everything on them. And if you look at the bottom, you can see it's really not like a V bottom. It's more like a flat bottom with a channel here in the middle. I took the sticker off the inside and I put it right here for the motor. I don't know if it'll stay there, but I just put it back on there. But there was another model that had, instead of this, it has a basically, oh God, what do you call it now? It's a little fin that comes down to help you stay straight when you're rowing it. But from what I've seen from everybody else, they don't have issues. And I'm definitely putting a motor on here. I was going to do a trolling motor, but I think the trolling motor with the battery and everything else will be more than the 2.5 horsepower Suzuki, because that thing only weighs 39 pounds. So I'm going to go that route, and then when I get to my fishing spot, then I can just use the paddles and get to where I'm going. I may even get a single paddle to move around with instead of the double once I get the motor on. This is the strap here. Basically, this wraps around the back of the chair through the bar. Then it comes forward and goes through that little opening right there across the top of that bar like this. And then it comes down in here, and that's what holds the chair in. And from what I've seen, it holds it pretty tight from the videos. I didn't really try it. I just picked it up. I basically just slid it over the top of my Jeep. That's why I wanted this Rhino top instead of the painted top. And then I opened up the doors here, and I ran a ratchet strap down, and I hooked it in to where you hook a baby seat in. So I hooked it there on that side and there on that side. Then I closed the door and I ratcheted it down real tight. Well, not overly tight, but tight enough that it wasn't sliding. And I drove home. I was probably doing 35, no issue. You can see it didn't scratch it a bit. But I'll probably get the roof rack for the Jeep. And then if I don't take the trailer and the four-wheeler when I go camping, then I'll just put it on top of the Jeep. It actually fit just about perfect. It hung off the back just a little bit. It's 10 foot 8 inches long. And then I had it, you know, hanging over the front, just a hair. And it was perfect. I got a picture of it on there, so it worked out just fine. The people at, I got this at Academy Sports. It was not on sale, but right now they have a 10% military discount and then another 5% if you use your Academy card. So I got 15% off. And so I went ahead and jumped on it. From what I'm told, the prices on these are going to go up because they're made in Canada, and as soon as they run out of their stock, they're going to go up in price. We all know, you know, the tariffs are going to do that. We just got to hang in there because eventually everybody will succumb to making it equal between us and everyone else. But in the meantime, it's, you know, it's going to cost us a little bit more. But I jumped on this because I was thinking about getting one, and I was like, this one's just not going to be any cheaper than that anywhere. Not this model. You might find some of the less expensive ones on sale, but I ended up paying, I think I got it for like $600 and something, $680 maybe. Let me look at my receipt and I can tell you exactly. So it was $6.96, and then I got another $23 off using the Academy card. So yeah, that's a pretty good deal, I think. So like I said, it was just a little under 680 bucks. And then of course you got to add 10% tax back in or whatever it is, pretty close to that. But for that price and the quality of this one, I jumped on it. I'll be posting some fishing videos here real soon. My paddles will come in. Hopefully this weekend I'll be able to get it out. And then I'll be making a trip out to Lake Murray in Oklahoma. I'll be taking the four-wheeler to ride and the kayak to go fishing with. I will not have the motor by then, but that's okay. You do this in pieces. I'm eventually going to get the Garmin fish finder, and I'm going to put that right here. And then I'm going to do the crate system in the back. And then I'll probably put most of my gear in the front here just to even out that 39 pounds I got hanging off the back with that Suzuki 2.5 horsepower motor. But yeah, I am super excited about this. Like I said, you know, obviously this is not the way it's going to travel. Once I get the kayak holders, those should be in the same time as my paddles. I'll get it mounted up, and I'll make another video kind of showing how that looks on the trailer, because it'll basically mount on here the same way it would a roof rack. So I'll just hook these on here. I may end up having to put some blocking in here to square this off, so it's not just a point right here. I may have to get like a 2x2 and then rip it to the correct size. That way I can tighten that on there. I'm thinking I will, but I don't know. So this is pretty cool too. These are some rod holders here. These are for your rods also. Yeah, it's just a pretty slick kayak. There's a lot of guys with videos out there on this Catch Mode 110. So if you're interested in a kayak, again, I haven't used it yet, but from everything I've seen, this is a quality unit. Or if you want to go just, you know, maybe 150 bucks less, get the Catch Mode 100. Pretty similar, just a little bit shorter. I think it's 10 foot even, where this is 10 foot 8. And like I said, it doesn't have this mat or this thing. It has like a bin here. The chair is a little bit, not quite as cushy as that one. And of course it doesn't have this on it. It just has a handle. But a lot of guys mount a trolling motor on the front of them. So you can certainly do that also if you wanted to. My intention was to put an outboard on here. So that is it. Sorry if I rambled on too long here, guys, but pretty excited about this. Like I said, I just got it home. So leave any comments or questions. Like I said, I probably don't have a lot of answers right now, but I'll definitely have some feedback once I use it here, hopefully on Sunday. But if you have any thoughts on what I should do or how I should do something, definitely let me know. I'm new to this. I've been fishing for a long time. I love fishing. I love the outdoors. But I'm excited about my setup now. I basically got exactly what I need. I'll probably put another rack on the other side. My son's getting one similar to this, and that way we can just connect them both to the trailer and take the four-wheeler too. And obviously when you carry it or you move it, you take the outboard off. It just has like 2 little screw down clamps that you screw onto here and you tighten up, and that's it. There's a safety latch that goes on there, and there's really nothing else to it. The filler for the fuel tank is on the top of the motor, like I said, I think it holds less than a gallon of gas. But I think a guy said he went like 9 miles with that. That's pretty far. And like I said, if I take the Rotex gas can, that holds 1.75 gallons of gas. That would go a long way. I want to say the guy that had the Suzuki 2.5 horsepower engine on it, he was going GPS speed with the current like 10 miles an hour and against the current like 8.5 miles an hour. So that's a pretty good clip in a kayak. A trolling motor, you're going to go like 3. So yeah, I can't wait to get the build done. It may take a little bit of time as parts come in and are available, but I will definitely keep everyone updated. Hopefully you have a blessed day, and good luck out there fishing, guys. Thanks. Bye.